How's it going, everyone? This is Luxeley, and I am the bearer of bad news with reference to PvP once again. WoW players are more concerned with who Anduin Wrynn is dating than they are about PvP. This is not hyperbole. This is not fake news. This is not a joke, although it is rather hysterical on many levels. MMO Champion is where I found this information, and you can say what you want about MMO Champion. I love it because it's a bonfire of vanities. It's pissed off former WoW players who haven't played the game since Cata but love to chime in and say how much they hate WoW. It's a place where fanboys converge as well as trolls. It's a huge bonfire of vanities, and they're constantly going at each other's throats with bad grammar. And I found this particular thread about Anduin Wrynn, and people are very, very concerned that he's not out there dating. And I'm going to leave you with this quick question if you're a Game of Thrones fan. Do you think Anduin Wrynn should date Daenerys Targaryen, Missandei, or, spoiler alert, count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even though she's dead, Marjorie Tyrell. So which one of those three women should he be dating? Leave it in the comments. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, let me know. Just make it a little bit of fun. Or maybe somebody else he should date. Maybe Atomic Blonde, maybe Wonder Woman. Let's have fun with this because that's what this is for. Anduin Wrynn, why isn't he dating? This particular thread was started less than a month ago, and it has more views and more replies than any given WoW PvP thread created in the last 13 months, which is the entire span of Legion. So you can theoretically say with 100% accuracy that players in World of Warcraft are more concerned with the fact that Anduin Wrynn is not out there dating than they are concerned about PvP. Meanwhile, we're approaching 3 months without a PvP head of the department, and Blizzard is ramming Arena down people's throats for esports, and nobody cares and nobody's watching because people are concerned, legitimately more concerned about why Anduin Wrynn is not dating. So they would rather play Match.com with who Anduin Wrynn should be dating than complaining or criticizing or analyzing possible fixes for WoW PvP, which is in an utterly, utterly disgraceful state. So let's take a look at some of the insight of WoW players as to why Anduin Wrynn does not have a girlfriend as of yet. He's the heir to Stormwind. If he wants to continue his legacy, he shouldn't he find someone? Especially now that the Legion is turning weak humans like Varian. Yeah, you gotta give that stick to Varian. Oh my god. No doubt this guy plays the Horde. Basically, weak humans like Varian were turned into goo. Because while a war is going on, you don't have time to go shopping for a mate, which is very true. Jon Snow said the same thing when Davos was talking to him and kind of poking fun at him, saying, "What do you think of Daenerys? What do you think of Daenerys?" And he's like, "I don't have time for that," you know. So if you lose the world, especially the kingdom is kaput, which is very true. So what's the point? You got to save the world, otherwise your kingdom is gone. And of course, you knew that this response was going to be out there because he's gay. Duh. Will come out as gay next X-Pack. Actually, I don't even know. I'm not going to go there. I could only get myself in trouble with that. But of course, some people will really go into detail because this is a very important topic. He is asexual/gay and does not want a girlfriend. That's one possibility. 2, there are a very limited number of eligible girls in lore, and none of them are his type. Or he is not their type. Yeah, okay. I'm sure the line wraps around the building of women who don't want to be queen of Azeroth, but whatever. Number 3, he has more important things to do, such as the Legion invasion. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Blizzard finally realized, which he spells with an S instead of a Z, which is all right. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to make a big thing of bad spelling. Basically, he finally realized that they don't do romance so well and just decided not to do something like this. Okay, I'll buy it, whatever. At any rate, I can totally see a marriage with Tess being arranged, bring two kingdoms together. Of course, that's old school, why people got married back in the Dark Ages, and of course in World of Warcraft. Because the World of Warcraft is ending and it isn't the right time for girlfriends, he's also obviously gay. Oh my god. And then, of course, we'll move on to more gay comments. Even if he were gay, he is still a Wrynn and needs to get married with someone who can produce an heir to the throne. Unless, of course, he can get it on with a shapeshifter who can get pregnant in female form and then switch to male form again. I swear, man, the imagination of some of these people really, really make me look like a really, really uncreative guy. That is just amazing. Of course, that is more important than WoW PvP on many levels. I digress. Let's move on. Why hasn't he got a girlfriend as of yet? I wonder why. Maybe it's the fact that the planet is under siege by the Burning Legion. LOL, LOL, LOL. His father died, and now he is king and has to worry about the alliance and its survival. I think getting some tail is low on the list of things to get done, so it's not on his list right now. Think next time before you ask any stupid questions. Well, as stupid as this question may be, this question has generated more views and replies than any given WoW PvP question in the last 13 months. You have to go back to 2014, 13, 12 to get threads that have more replies and views than this one. And they were created 3, 4, 5 years ago, and this one isn't even a month old. That says everything about WoW PvP right there. I digress. Let's move on. Because he's banging MILF Jaina and is afraid to tell his father. Well, there's some very fundamental problems with that. Jaina went PMS crazy and disappeared, and his father's dead. So I move on. LFR, looking for romance. That's great. LFR equals looking for romance. The Match.com of WoW. In some ways, it's true. Moving on. Let's be honest. As king, he probably has pussy thrown at him all the time. Why the hell would he want a girlfriend? Some of that Neanderthal, why should I buy the cow if I can have the milk for free concept. I move on. Wait, I thought Anduin was a priest. Priests can't get married. I'm not going to talk about priests. I'm just going to get myself in trouble. Let me move on. Did he not... boy, you see, you have to understand, it's not that Luxeley can't read, it's that people can't write. But did he not had some private stuff going on with Raytheon and Mop? There's a little surprise smiley face there. Okay, next. For fuck's sake, Anduin is not gay. Now somebody has to step in and defend Anduin. More so than anybody steps in and defends PvP currently. What is wrong with you people where two teenage lads can't be friends without you making some weird as fuck dragon fan fiction? It's fucking gross as fuck. He uses the word fuck a lot. That's not good. Plus, he's single because he's busy being Alpha King Manduin. I don't know if you've really paid attention to Anduin, but I wouldn't exactly call him an alpha male in any shape or form unless there's some major transition going on. Moving on. He doesn't want to lose the kid's castle and half his gold in a divorce. Yes, 4 out of 5 couples in Azeroth that wind up in divorce. Moving on. It's pretty pathetic that a crowd of people that are probably the most relationship-challenged people of our population can't play a game without worrying about this shit. Stop projecting your insecurities onto pixels. I think we should project our insecurities onto WoW PvP. Those are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Moving on. The funny point is that people who claim Anduin homosexuality, claim it because Anduin was not as good of a warrior as his father, and for being a man of peace. And those who give those arguments would be the same who don't want the rest of the people to see gay men as weak men. And furthermore, the reasons given to claim Anduin times Raytheon are just that they talked in a tavern some years ago. You are all quite ridiculous. Okay, well, I think he's got a point. And of course, there's more. Well, he liked that Pandarian woman, from what I remember. Maybe he'll go for a Worgen next. He likes the furry chicks. I shouldn't go there, man. It's going to get me in trouble. Moving on. Because he doesn't know how to use his sword yet, if you catch my drift. And also, he's a priest. So, yeah, you know where I'm going with this, don't you guys? Of course we know. He made it very, very obvious. He doesn't know how to use his sword. Somebody's going to have to show him how to use it, I guess. And if you really think about it, which obviously a lot of World of Warcraft players have done, who's going to show Anduin how to use his sword? Is it going to be the priest space goat? That's not really a good mentor to show you how to use your sword. Or is it going to be the part-time werewolf old man, Ken Greygrain, who needs to have Viagra? Not a good choice for Anduin. I feel sorry for the kid. He's got the sword. He doesn't know how to use it. A 17-year-old that was being trained as a priest, whose father just died on a world-ending threat and war, and became the leader of a military faction. Ugh, I need more coffee. Girlfriends aren't on the top of his list to do right here and now, which is true. I mean, if the world's about to end, you're not out there looking on Match.com to be dating, unless, of course, you're in Game of Thrones, which is one of my all-time favorite lines, where Samuel Tarly actually loses his virginity and he's all excited, and Jon Snow has the utmost perfect line for him. He says, "I'm glad the end of the world is working out for someone." I love that line. Okay, this one takes the cake and takes the gold medal and everything because Blizzard sucks at relationships. Thumbs up for that one. Leave a like in the video for that one. That is just so true, and that's also hysterical. It would cramp his style when hanging out at the Goldshire Inn. A little reference to Moonguard. Can you picture that Anduin hanging out at the Goldshire Inn on Moonguard? Let's say he's married and he gets his text kind of confused on his cell phone, and he sends the wrong text to his wife and the wrong text to his mistress or whatever, and big problems. But of course, there are none of these problems in World of Warcraft because there are no cell phones in World of Warcraft. We'll move on. I hope Blizzard writes better lore than Anduin is gay and likes sucking cock. I'm telling you, this is more important than WoW PvP. It's definitely debatable as to which is funnier, WoW PvP or the answers that people provide as to why Anduin Wrynn is not dating. Let me know what's funnier, WoW PvP or why Anduin Wrynn is not dating. Some of these answers as I move on. Why should Azeroth's priests live as celibate? Okay, now we're getting philosophical. They aren't Catholic, and I am glad about it. That would give Children's Week a bad taste. Oh my God. These are the people we PvP with. These are the people we raid with. These are the people that are World of Warcraft fans. Welcome to our community. They are absolutely hysterical, and I applaud their craziness. This last reply, Blizzard is known to not do romance very, very well. So they might just stay away from it. But if you do want to give him a romantic relationship, I would be fine with either sex, okay? You know, he's throwing out the diversity thing and homosexuality is okay, and I'm down with that, fine. If it was with a man, he could adopt a child. Yes, he could adopt a little orc baby, for example. There are plenty of real-world examples of gay monarchs. That is 100% true. but they usually had other family members to hand the kingdom off to. Or I suppose this guy's taking this question very seriously. Or I suppose he could leave it in the care of someone influential who he knew would have the kingdom's interests or best interest in mind. I think that would be the more interesting choice, seeing that dynamic play out. Or he could have a simply political marriage to bring a kingdom, people's family into the fold. That certainly wouldn't be too bad either. I think the most boring choice would be if they just came out with a random pheasant girl and said something like, "We fell in love." I gotta tell you, I mean, the WoW community, you're crazy, but I love you. This is Luxeley saying, whatever it is by you guys, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, make it epic.